behind the camera just made me to
Did
chop
not lead
from
you
there.
into temptation. God has delivered you already.
Yeah. All right. It's actually part of the job. You know, you could just you know be in a mood of happiness, and before you know it, you are there. And there was actually another format that I would have also used to start off the event.
That's right.
If you said today is the World Dance Day.
Today is International Dance Day, so we wanted to dance
That's
in.
it.
But I don't know what happened. So we're planning on maybe we didn't conclude on the type of dance we're going to come in with. Whether it is acrobatic or whether it is leg walk or you know.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is that tomorrow, today, 29th of April, the last Tuesday in this month of April, God's own year 2025, is International Dance Day. And so we're asking you to put your dancing shoes on and get ready to step out. Yes, even if you're not stepping out, if you're at home, get ready to dance. Maybe for nothing, just dance. Dancing is a part of, in fact, it's the best exercise that I know. I love it so well. So dancing is also universal, woven into virtually every society all over the world. Humans simply love dance, and we love to dance as well. So it brings us together, whether we are the ones on the dance floor or are watching the professional performance of others. Dancing is exhilarating and impressive. So let's honor the International Dance Day together today. Yes.
Yes.
So take a minute to dance today. Play your favorite song and dance. Whether you know how to or not, just move your body. To help
There's
you.
nobody that doesn't know how to dance. Yes, as far as you can follow along the rhythm.
Okay.
You understand? Once you can follow along through the rhythm, then you can be a good dancer.
Good dancer.
Yes.
Some
Just
people
that-
are professional dancers.
Yes, they're
Hey,
professional
the way
dancers.
oh my gosh.
Yes,
Have
yes,
you seen some people dance?
Yes.
Me, I'm good. I'm best at dancing when I'm seated.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do all the head work.
But
all
when
the
it
leg
comes to
work.
the
Boy, I stand up. Otilo.
Yeah, dancing is a therapy.
It is.
It is a therapy that also, puts the body in the right mood. Dancing it's as old as the world itself.
True. True.
You understand?
Yes.
Because even in the Bible said, and
David danced, and it pleased the Lord.
Yes, yes. So you can imagine dancing to please the Lord. That is not to actually to satisfy Him, but because of the way you dance, it pleased the Lord.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
And David was one man who was after God's heart.
God's own heart.
You understand?
That's it.
So as the world celebrates the dance hall today, please let dancing be a part of your body metabolism.
Right.
So as to keep you quite in shape and ready for your
That's
shift.
right.
All right, so that's away from that. Welcoming one more time to a world of information, education, and entertainment. Today is 29th.
Yes.
Just like we did say, the very last Tuesday of the month. In a few days, it will be Workers' Day. It's just tomorrow that we have just been between.
That's right.
And, yesterday was a clock. Everywhere was yellow. Because
Yellow was the color.
yes, yellow was the color yesterday, and it was a carnival.
Yeah.
So for those, I was privileged
To be there.
to be there, the nature of the job, to run a live broadcast of it, and was something else. Was something.
The turnout was actually massive in support of Aga,
Yes.
the number one man of Delta State.
Yes.
So I'm not a politician, but I think that they should give us some time to adjust, because we are still very, Delta State has been PDP for a very long time, for the longest that I know. So right now, I just take laughing with the fact that we are going to, it's no longer a PDP part of the people. It's now APC Progress.
Yes. APC.
APC Progress.
Yes.
So
there are some that have that, but for now, I'm sure they're still
Fine
fine-tuning.
tuning.
Yes, some said APC take over.
Uh-uh.
You know.
Or APC more agenda. Anyone
Yes,
can
yes.
serve.
The demand agenda actually came into one of it. It was factored into the slum because it's a renewed hope for more agenda.
Renewed hope for more agenda.
So it's a double
wow.
edge, you know, from the
Double-edged
president,
sword.
you know, and according to what the governor said, he said it is not a defection, rather
It is a movement. I heard that too.
So,
Oh well, like I said, I'm not a politician, but they know best. It's a game for them, and they know how best to play, just like a chess game. So they know the coin, the whatever, the knight. They know they know what they are doing, and I'm sure they are doing the best thing. My own is whatever that will make Delta State work, whatever that will bring or drive more development down to Delta State, fine. Whether you belong to the APC or the PDP or the SYZ, give us, if you're saying we're practicing democracy, let it be democracy. Bring the dividends of democracy to the people. Because whether we like it or not, the power belongs to the people. If they are clamoring for one party country or one party state, it's fine. But don't use that as an advantage and now say, okay, because I don't have an opposition, I'm going to do what I want to do. So the people we're still going to come out to vote. So, I mean, I'm hoping that, just like we said, renewed hope for more, renewed hope for more for Delta State. That's it.
All right, so we'll take a break now, and we'll come back. We'll look at what the papers are saying, and I guess, as I said earlier on, we're going to do the best that we can as far as the ride is concerned. It's small. Morning Ride, Tuesday's edition, then we're going to right back.
The hibiscus sabjarifa, popularly known as zobo in Nigeria, bisap in Benin and Senegal, wonjo or zobolo in Ghana, and by several other names in some parts of Africa, is an indigenous beverage mainly prepared as a hot infusion extract of dried roselle. It is a shrub that belongs to the Malvaceae family that develops and grows in the tropic and subtropical regions. The harvest was perhaps local to Asia and might have been dissipated to Africa and afterward to America in the pioneer time frame. These days, hibiscus sabjarifa is generally developed all through the world, where the vital makers are China, Sudan, India, Malaysia, and Mexico. The hibiscus sabjarifa, zobo, is an annual herbaceous plant with vertical growth. The branches of the plant are reddish green. It bears freshly shaped, beautiful flowers, purple in color, emerging from the axillary leaves, and has a very short neck. and the flower parts are thick and lubricated with color dark red. The fruits are in the form of capsules with a number of brown seeds, spherical and wrinkled inside surface. Hibiscus sabdariffa is one of the most important economic plants in food and pharmaceutical industries. It is used as a refreshing drink.
Zobo, as we know, is a popular drink in Nigeria that is gotten from the dried leaf of a hibiscus sabdariffa, also known as a roselle. This zobo is a popular drink that you can get in everywhere in Nigeria. In our ceremonies, you see it. In our shopping malls, you can find zobo. This is a drink that people like drinking.
This extract, after its concentration, is considered as a colored and enriched material. It has been recognized for its numerous antibacterial and antioxidants. Every part of the Hibiscus sabdariffa plant is useful: the flowers, seed, leaves, stem, etc. It can be used for the treatment of many ailments. It is locally used for beverages, sauces, jellies, preservatives, and chutneys. The leaves and stalks are consumed as salads or cooked vegetables and used to season curries. It is referred to as a wonder plant because of its rich nutritional composition.
And how I do prepare my own, because I believe everyone has his or her own procedure on how to prepare their food. Now my own is that when I get the zobo, I do sieve it in the water while pouring the pot. By then, the pineapple bag or the inside the pineapple also might have been ready. After pouring it inside, then you then pour the pineapple flavor, the bag, and the main pineapple. You boil it with ginger, and this one they call zobo pepper, which they call cloves. Zobo pepper. This one also helps in the immune system. It's helps for easy blood circulation and reduction of BP also. So after which you boil for 10-15 minutes, allow it to cook, then you add your spices. It gives you the strength you need.
Hibiscus sabdariffa is used in several forms. It can be eaten raw, added to soup, and can be cooked along with butter or oil or with eggs. It is used traditionally as a food, in herbal drinks, in hot and cold beverages, as a flavoring agent in food industry, and as a herbal medicine. It has been recognized for its numerous antibacterial and antioxidants. It can be used for the treatment of many ailments. It is locally used for beverages, sauces, and preservatives. The leaves are used as salads or cooked vegetables and used to season curries. It is referred to as a wonder plant because of its rich nutritional composition. Zobo can be used in several forms. Zobo leaves can be used traditionally as a food, in herbal drinks, in hot and cold beverages, as a flavoring agent in the food industry, and as a herbal medicine. It has anti-diabetic, anti-hypertensive effects, among others. This might be linked to strong antioxidant activities and direct vaso-relaxant effect.
The health benefit of it is that it helps women during their menstrual cycle. It helps them because it helps the uterine walls. So it helps in that contraction. So it reduces that painful menstruation. So the menstruation flows easily. So having known much about Zobo, Zobo is equally a good drink that helps in keeping us hydrated, because when the weather is hot, you need something cold to calm your nerves and your body. Zobo has that effect of calming the nerves. So it's a rich drink packed with nutrients and antioxidants, which I'll encourage everyone to take. But everything, moderation is the key. So while you enjoy your Zobo, take it in moderation.
It is also used for treatment of loss of appetite, colds, heart and nerve diseases, upper respiratory tract pain and inflammation, and disorders of circulation. For dissolving phlegm, as a gentle laxative and as a diuretic to increase urine output. The nutritional values of zobo are many. Zobo is high in vitamin C content, which plays a key role in multiple body functions, such as enhancing of the immune system, synthesizing collagen, and protecting the body against free radicals. Some of the key components of zobo include antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, organic acids, anti-inflammatory properties, blood pressure regulation, liver health, diabetes management. The benefits of the hibiscus sabzarifa, also known as zobo, are as follows. As skin agent, the hibiscus enhances skin elasticity and promotes cell turnover. Weight loss support. A cup of zobo tea can aid in weight management by regulating metabolism and reducing appetite. Enhanced hair health. The vitamins and amino acids present in hibiscus promote scalp health and hair growth. It boosts immunity with its high vitamin C content and antibacterial properties. It is a potent immune booster. Digestive health. As a natural diuretic, zobo promotes hydration and aids digestion. Blood pressure regulation. Studies have suggested that zobo tea can significantly lower blood pressure, making it a potential natural remedy for hypertension. Liver health. Zobo has been proven to boost liver function by increasing detoxifying enzymes and preventing oxidative stress, which can lead to liver damage. Cancer prevention. Zobo could exhibit anti-cancer properties, potentially inhibiting the growth of cancer cells.
Zobo is very good. It helps to lower blood pressure. From researches, it has been gotten that zobo helps to reduce blood pressure. And what actually helps in reducing that blood pressure is the anthocyanin that is contained in it. It helps to relax the blood vessels. So it helps in reduces blood pressure. It has an anti-inflammatory effect because of the other antioxidants containing it, the flavonoids too, to help in removing free radicals from the body. It equally helps in weight loss. It helps in weight loss in the sense that it acts on the amylase. There's an enzyme that helps in the digestion of carbohydrates, so it equally helps. It burns tummy fat. Then zobo equally is good. It helps to prevent some level of cancer in the body because of the antioxidants part in it.
Hibiscus tea, zobo. One of the most popular ways to enjoy hibiscus is by preparing a warm cup of hibiscus tea. Simply steep dried hibiscus flowers in boiling water for about 5 to 7 minutes. Strain the mixture and your
right, welcome back. And in case you're just joining us, it's Tuesday's edition of the program, Morning Drive. And I've been joined almost immediately for a review of the papers this morning. And Honorable Bat Osna, as usual, is in the studio. Honorable, good morning.
Welcome,
Thank you, my brother.
Honorable.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, so we have a gale of defection because that's virtually the lead in virtually all our papers, and from now till about 1 week or thereabout, that would be on the lips of everybody. So we'll just be looking at the major headlines, and we'll just talk briefly. This day is our first paper this morning. This day has quite a few stories there. We'll take the one that concerns us. Bori, this is a movement, not defection. Okowa also says we move to APC for good of Delta State. That is what we have on this day newspaper this morning. Okay, we'll move from that. We'll go straight to the Vanguard. If you just take the big story there.
Okay, so but I just for me to take like 4. I'm gonna be quick. So major headline here: defection to APC. Oboyowo Riokowa created political tsunami not seen before. This is coming from President Tinubu, and we have here Osinachi. Why court sentenced husband to death? You want to find out what happened, but then there's a writer to that defection story. More governors will move, and this is a declaration from our governor, Sheriff Oboyowo.
All
All
right,
right,
the nation.
grab a copy of the
Okay,
Vanguard.
thank you. All right, the nation is our next paper. We'll just might not be able to put you through the papers as they come, but just take it from us as we unleash it out. The nation has it. Defection of Oboriwori Okowa to APC is tsunami, says Vice President Shetima, who actually received the defectors. That's what the Nation newspaper simply captures it.
All right, let's take a look at the Daily Trust. NEC Delta Caretaker Committee top agenda as PDP new working committee meets today. And Tinubu is isolated, says Baba Ahmed, and electricity-related incidents kill 112 in 2024. And lastly, we can win without governors. This is credited to Airfire.
All right, the Guardian newspaper has a different headline here. Institutional school fees, 51 varsities orders embroiled in illegal deductions from student loans. And just on the flush, right? Court orders Aisha Achibugu to honor EFCC's invitation. Okay, I think that's it for the Guardian newspaper.
All right, Daily Sun is next. Naira redesign. Court strikes out 1 billion naira suit against Buhari, Emefiele, and CBN. A mass defection to APC looms. Party chieftains say more governors, over 40 position National Assembly members set to join the ruling party. Ruling party indeed.
Okay, the Punch. NNPCL under fire as $8,907 million Warri refinery revamp flops. Oh my word. When I was thinking we were just coming out of that okay. All right, that's it from the Punch newspaper this morning. And above the master, Papal elections guided by Holy Spirit, not politics. You know, the Pope was just very.
Yeah,
There's no how that politics will not come in.
of course.
Politics is human. Human is politics.
Okay.
All of them are politically inclined.
Okay,
One way or
that's
the
it
other.
from the Punch newspaper. Okay,
All right, away from that, Daily Independent is next. Energize at risk amid rising costs of healthcare or regulation. So many, Daily Independent is loaded this morning. Of course, Oborori, Delta PDP moved to APC, political tsunami. Tinubu, our defection is a movement, says the governor. Akpabio pledges legislative backing for police reforms, and telecom subscribers grown over poor service despite tariff hike.
Yes.
That's it on the Daily Independent.
Yes. Well, the Nigerian Tribune, the last paper, and I've been looking at it this morning. Osinachi court sentences husband to death by hanging. And EFCC investigations, $86,500 US, 305,150 confiscated at Kano Airport. And the masthead below that, we cannot face Tinubu in 2027 to work against him. Delta governor explains why Delta State cannot remain in opposition for almost 10 years. Mass defections of Delta PDP to APC, a political tsunami. That's credited to Tinubu. I'm not interested by defection of governors to APC. All right, that's it from the Nigerian Tribune and
then the pointer is next.
okay, the pointer is our
Yes,
last paper.
the front strip here, DTSG begins payment of compensation to Agbo tanker fire victims. And defection to APC in Delta, political tsunami, says Tinubu, historical lead from opposition to progress. Of course, we have federal government reiterates commitment to economic stability, improved quality of life. You can grab a copy of the punch, or rather, the pointer newspaper this morning.
All right, Honorable Bat, yes. You were at the cenotaph yesterday. I got a grabs of you.
Yeah.
And, we saw all that transpire.
Yeah.
Virtually all the papers have it, except for a few that actually have wanted to read their stories. What was your impression, though?
I say called first, you must give it to politicians. You know,
Are you not one?
yes, I am. they will always have reason for doing what they want to do. So, and it's up to the people to read in between the lines. Well, I think going by the politics of Delta State, it is not out of place to see Delta moving en masse to APC. Why did I say that? Because it is truly current. Delta has always been with the federal. If not for the loss of President Goodluck Jonathan, we lost it out. But now we are aligning with the federal. I think it portends a lot of, progress, given the fact that if you look at the 36 state of the federation, you must know that Delta remains number one in terms of, the resources that feeds the country. So if you see a state like that is in no position, I think it's not going to go well. Because one, there are a lot of things, you have limitation when you are not in line with the federal, obviously. And again, if the wife of the president is also from Delta State.
That's the yardstick as
So,
well.
so those are possible factors that may lead to this decision. So for me, it's, as a politician, it's a welcome development. And for the first time in Delta State, you see political bigwigs being in one house, deciding what the future will be. So, though I know that there may be fallout here and there, but for now, I believe it's a welcome development.
Okay,
So I saw that yesterday someone said that we will now have more access to Abuja, just like we have straight jacket to any request you want to make, because we are now when I say we, me, civil servants. So we now have access. So if a road is not being constructed, or we've been clamoring for it for some years, and then it's not working, because of this defection now, you can just stay here, sit back and call Mr. President and say, yes, I've defected to APC, please look into this road and it will be done. I'm just hoping, because politically, a party that was founded in 2013,
Yeah.
APC 2013, and then PDP 1998,
Yeah.
over 27 years ago.
Yeah.
You see the gap, and at the end of the day, because they are progressives, I like their name. I'm
Yeah.
not a politician,
Yeah.
but I like that name, progressive, because
Progressives,
I
yeah.
want to progress.
Yeah.
I want Delta State to progress as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So maybe just a power to the people, people's democratic people who've tried that for years
For
now,
years.
27 years, and maybe it's not working. And then I want to try progressive, progress. The name alone sounds so interesting. So I'm thinking, just like I said when we had a conversation, that I want to see that progress, not just in the book
Yeah.
or in books.
Yeah.
Let us say it. Let us enjoy it. As a civil servant that I am now,
Yeah.
and here, let my take me home, right? That is the only way I can say, oh yes, we are progressing
Yeah.
and we are having more indeed.
Yeah.
That is from me. Oh.
Okay, I think that's a good one, Honorable, but I'd like to also differ in a way because
Okay.
I know at a point, Delta State, it's only in this present political dispensation from 1999 back to back of broken
Yeah.
democracy. But under democratic rule, Delta State had also not been on the ruling side, because before the creation of Delta State,
Yeah.
Delta State was under Bendel State,
Yeah.
right? And Bendel State was under the Lobo States,
Okay.
and the Lobo States were states that were not on the ruling
And the
party.
ruling party. Okay.
You know, because the Lobo State consists of Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Bendel, Ondo,
Okay.
and they were under UPN,
Yeah.
right? While MPN had the others.
The other side,
And
yeah.
yet,
They were able to.
we were able to sell through,
Go through. Yeah.
you know. So I think to me, just like what has been attributed by way of discourse, it's a political tsunami, an earthquake, you know, a brouhaha that has never
They happened.
happened
Yeah.
as far as for me,
Yeah.
growing up, understanding political issues.
Yeah.
It has never happened in the history of
Delta State.
Delta State.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a fact, you know, but I was looking at the Fourth Republic that we are currently on, that Delta have not really been in a position. But now, like I said, politics is about interest. Your personal interest, your collective interest, those are things that count. So, like I said, as a politician and as a journalist, looking at the circumstances that we find ourselves presently, it is, for me, I'll say that it is the best decision for now. Because again, looking at PDP itself, where do you begin? The party is also fragmented. You know, so if you look at the next, if you say sitting down to rebuild it, yeah, you can rebuild it if you have like minds in it. But the unfortunate thing is that there's no like minds that can rebuild it as we speak today. There's no like minds in PDP.
Is it because Wike hasn't left the party?
Yeah,
then,
but it's still there.
But it's still
It's serving in the
it's
federal
there and
government.
it's not there.
So the possibility of rebuilding PDP now, you know, is thin.
So what happens when the likes of Wike now say, you know what, damn these ministerial appointments, I'm going to build this party and come out as, you know, vie for the president's position, maybe in 2027.
No, but certainly not 2027. He has repeatedly said that his agenda is to ensure that.
Is it politicians again?
Well, but we take him by what he has said, that his agenda is to ensure that President Tinubu returns to office. So that possibility of coming to the party is not there between now and 2027. So any politician who worth its onion will not risk his political future for a party that is not stable.
Wow.
Look apart.
Wow.
So maybe after the 2027 election, you will now see remnant of people coming back to see that. I know that the party is not dead, but even in that aspect, there are people who will say, no, this is my party, I will remain there. But if you are holding the mandate like a governor, it's risky still remaining in that party. I'm telling you, it's risky. Imagine Anambra State, you didn't see anybody buying that. Buying their
yes.
PDP ticket. So that is to tell you that
Wow.
it portends danger. So the decision that the government have taken in Delta State is a good one. It's a good one.
We hope so.
Yes, it's a good one politically. So how they are able to translate that into democratic dividends is yet to be seen. But politically, it's a novel.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so let's move away from that now, and we hear of this story that also looks at NNPC under fire as $897 million for new refinery
Labs.
labs. What's your take on that before we let you go?
Yeah, well, like I said, I keep telling you that I don't like discussing the issue of energy because it's forth and back. So, like, my position has always been let government sit down and design an energy policy for the country. That is my take. If you are going to import it, fine. If you are going to refine it locally, fine. But let government come down from the horses and just sit down and design a clear energy map for the country. Because, like I said, what energy is to the economy is like what blood is to the human body. So you can't just throw it into a table where you are toasting it like corn. So federal government should come back and give us a clear cut to our energy part, so that we can breathe as a citizen of Nigeria. So that's my take on it. Tomorrow, NNPC will give you their own position. NGO will give you their own position. Dangote will come and tell you. So I don't like going to that. I want federal government to give us a clear cut to energy progress. That's my position.
All
And
right.
that's it. Also have this last one. We can win without governors, says Irvine.
Well, politically it is possible because we have seen incumbents losing office.
Sure.
But what we want is a free and fair system. That is where such can happen. Because people can, like what happened yesterday, there are so many data that have also expressed these feelings. Give it to them.
Right.
Some people have also said whether APC or PDP, they are written in their mind who they are going to vote for the governor and who they are going to vote for the president. So governor is neither here nor there when it comes to voting. One matter is that many people they vote based on their economic interest. So it is right to say they can win without governor. It's possible.
So power belongs to the people.
That is the fact. But what we want is that we want an electoral body that is truly independent, that people vote can really count.
That is if they are not going to declare that they have joined the APC. Yes, that's the in thing now. It's trending.
All right, we'd like to thank you so much, Lubat Oza, for bringing us up to speed as regards what the papers are saying this morning. We'll take a short break.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank you
when we
so
come
much.
back, we're looking at yet another spot on the Youth and Nation building on Morning Line. Stay with us.
aromatic hibiscus tea, Zobo, is ready. Hibiscus extracts and supplements. This can be used for powder and capsules. The optimal dosage for most conditions have not been firmly established yet. Here people speak on Zobo.
For instance, if you know the piece well, if you take Zobo, you go piece. Another one, if you get inflammation, that is, if anything swell for your body, Zobo dey help am. E go comot. E dey also help to stabilize your heart. Like some people, their heart go dey hit, go. Before you sleep, take Zobo. E go cool am down.
Lower blood pressure. 3, help to burn fat from the body.
It helps to reduce the blood sugar, high BP, all those ones, and it's good for the body. That's what she takes it for. Me, I like my own sweets, so I used to add my sweetening things inside, and I like the taste and the flavor, the aroma, and everything that comes.
It helps in cleansing the system, digestive system, those with hypertension too, liver problem.
Make your body feel okay, brings down blood pressure.
To the best of my knowledge, I think Zobo helps in bringing down BP, high blood sugar level.
Additionally, hibiscus may interact with certain medications like those prescribed for diabetes and high blood pressure. Therefore, before incorporating Zobo into your health regimen in any form, it is advised to consult your doctor. Side effects of Zobo. While the hibiscus flower is generally considered as safe and has many benefits, it is essential to be aware of some potential side effects. Hibiscus may cause blood pressure to drop in some people, especially those with hypertension or who are taking blood pressure medications. Digestive issues. Consuming large amounts of Zobo can lead to digestive issues like gas, stomach upset, and constipation in some individuals. Allergic reactions. Some people might be sensitive to hibiscus or its family, resulting in allergic responses like dermatitis, rashes, and breathing difficulties. There have been reports of people experiencing headaches and ringing in the ears after consuming Zobo. Precautions should be taken to ensure the safe use of Zobo for whatever purpose. Consult with a healthcare professional before using Zobo for any medical condition or in supplement form. Avoid the intake of Zobo during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Pregnant and breastfeeding women are advised to be cautious while using Zobo, as its safety has not been firmly established for these populations. It is advised that people with low blood pressure or diabetes keep a close watch on their levels when consuming Zobo, as it may affect both blood pressure and blood sugar. Be cautious with medications. Zobo may interact with certain medications, including those of malaria, diabetes, and high blood pressure.
You have to consume the Zobo in a moderate form. If not, instead of doing the proper thing for you, it will have some side effects. Now, when you consume it in excess, you can have experiencing some symptoms like having low blood pressure, high tension. That's what low blood pressure or it can cause. Then also you can be experiencing stomach cramps. You can experience gas, and you can experience bloating. So these are side effects when you consume Zobo in excess.
It is advised to start with small amounts of Zobo when introducing it to diet, and to gradually increase if well tolerated.
Zobo, when you consume Zobo in excess, sometimes depending on the
Still on to Morning Ride, Tuesday's edition. And of course, we'll get to that spot now where we'll be looking at issues as it concerns nation building. And joining me, I have what's up? Austin is supposed to work with somebody else in the street. I still use my glasses now. My glasses.
A lot of people, all people, they don't put them on.
No.
Okay.
Check the other one.
All right, welcome back. Sorry for that break. We had to tidy up a few technical issues. And so, like I did say, you're still on to morning, right? And we're looking at station building as we get the involvement of our youths. Joining me on our next conversation, I have two young gentlemen who will be speaking at the state of the nation as it concerns us today. On my immediate right, I have Israel Uche, is the head media, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Delta State Chapter. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Welcome to our studio.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome, Israel.
And
morning,
on the
madam.
extreme, we have a gentleman, Bruno Samuel, one of the latest fellow of the Center for Sustainable Development, FUPRI. Samuel would like to welcome you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Comrade Samuel.
All right, so I'd like Samuel to just take the lead there. When we're talking about youth generation building from the perspective as a politician and a businessman, what's your take?
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me. It's actually a pleasure to be here and right before me, my friend, Shi. Very quickly, from observations and studies, actually currently studying politics in the United Kingdom. I just got back 2 weeks ago to come visit with my family. It has been a tremendous journey, I must say, regarding the developments that were found, current situation of Nigerian politics and developments across the country. I must say, indeed, for this reason, the Okeabono Foundation was developed, and with what we are looking intent to see that, yes, through the means and the form of the Okan Ebono Foundation, we are looking to have a perspectives that governs and shapes the affairs, governmental approach in our society, not just in our society, in our country, and Africa at large.
Yeah, so having to advance, I mean, you just mentioned that you're studying politics in the United States. And,
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
Yeah.
So we often say here, even on this show, that the people out there in senior climes will always say that politics is better played in the UK, in the US, other than it's how it's done in Nigeria. Now, in what ways do you think that young people like you can influence the political space in Nigeria, both the political, the social, and the economic, and bring that change in our country?
First of all, I would say politics is not better played outside the country, neither in the United States nor in the United Kingdom. And politics is not a dirty game.
It's not?
It's not a dirty game. It's just a matter of how it's being played and the people who are playing it.
Okay.
Politics is actually a thing of goodness. And for young people who want to join the political space, who wants to be formed with the politicizing decision making, I would say, I'll use myself as an example.
Sure.
I'm learning and I'm getting involved.
Okay.
Every voice matters. You need to say that thing. Let it out. Let people hear you. What is it you can do? What can you offer? Come out, say it. And if the community, the people see that, yeah, your vision or your take on what you believe in is right and just, I strongly believe 101%. And people are going to come out and support you.
So you need to start.
Just start
community,
doing something.
Community, your family, your community.
Start doing something.
Start doing something. Like what?
Anything. It could be anything. It could be any program. It could be support.
How did you start?
Well, I would say mine was drawn from my experience.
Okay.
My experience in Nigeria before I traveled.
Right.
And yeah, that I would say mine is from my experience, and it's a decision that has driven me for quite some number of years now. And having had the opportunity to study in England, I can say I learned a lot.
Oh, you had the opportunity. You have the opportunity to study. How about people who doesn't have the opportunity and they're just still here?
Like my friend who's just right beside me.
Okay.
He studied here in Nigeria.
Okay.
Opportunities differ.
Right.
He studied here in Nigeria and he's doing well. Politically, he's doing well.
Oh, wow.
Intellectually, he's doing well. So it's not about where you have your degree
from.
It's about what's inside of you.
I agree.
So, yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah, Ushe, you are the head media of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. As a writer to what your friend is also saying, your perspective also, looking at nation building from the youths.
Thank you very much, our father, Mr. Mek, and Madam, thank you. It's a very good pleasure to be here.
Well, glad to have you too.
I'm excited. Earlier this morning, you know, yesterday something happened in our state.
Tell us about that.
Yesterday, the governor of that state led the whole state into a new platform, the All Progressive Congress. And when I was reflecting on it, I said it is time for the leaders to support the youth. The youths have supported the leaders enough. It is time for the leaders to reciprocate the support that the youths have been supporting them for a very long time, for them to support the youth, because going deep into our trajectory, we found out that the youth have been loyal, the youth have been supportive, the youth have been everything. You talked about that event yesterday. It is about the youth. You saw them everywhere yesterday. You talk about the world, politics played at the grassroots. It is the youth. You talk about mobilization. It is the youth. You talk about the voting on the day of casting the ballot. It is the youth. Now, when we talk about maybe as it were, the way it used to be, sometimes you hear rigging or no rigging. It is the youth. You talk about community development. It is the youth. But in all of this, where is the youth in decision making?
Okay.
Where is the youth in implementation of policies? So the youth have supported the elders enough. With all due respect, sir, it is also time for the elders to reciprocate that kind gesture, to bring the youth to the center of decision making, to bring the youth to be involved in policy implementation. That is where we are.
Okay, to talking about that, how do you think that youth can become effective in or effective leaders and active citizens in the community, in the state? Because I know that one thing is to say, youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Some will say leaders of today. And then another thing is, how ready are we that when that baton is being handed over to us, are we even ready to start running, with it? So how effective do you think the youth can be, in terms of leadership positions?
Of course, we are very, very ready. The former the immediate past governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Ato Fayakoa, was in his 20s when he became the secretary to local government. And from there, he grew to the ranks to become governor. Today, the present governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborori, was also in his 30s when he became a councillor in the then old Okwe local government. And he ran. Today, he's governor of Delta State. The former first governor of Delta State, our father, the national leader, Honorable James Ibori, was in his early 30s when he became governor of Delta State. And today, he's one of the best governors that every one of us look up to when we talk about governance in Delta State. So it's not about necessarily if we are ready. We are evidently ready. With technology, with the new wave of tech, we are eminently qualified, eminently prepared for governance and taking the challenges. We're not saying challenges will not come. Challenges will come. When challenges come, we will now work with it and grow in it and move to the next level. So for us as youths, every time we're ready to work with all stakeholders to get involved and ensure we have been involved for a long time. That is the passion of today. We have been involved for a long time. It is time for us to really be in the center, in the mainstream of governance.
Okay, as a follow-up to that question, I'm glad you mentioned challenges now. So, what are the challenges young people face in participating, especially actively, let me put it, actively in democratic processes?
We understand that in our government today, in our economy today, there is no job for youth. We don't understand that even to be educated today, if not for the intervention of our President Bola Tinubu in the Nelfon loan for students to go to school, is becoming a challenge for parents to train their children in school. Education, they say, will blow your mind. Education will, turn around your perspective and your perception. Education will grow, will change everything about you. So, first of all, for any nation to grow and develop, that nation will thrive on education. And if we're able to get that and health, I think, so one of the challenges that our youth are having is that majority of us have not been exposed to the 4 worlds of education. And for me, I become so passionate when I see, and it's a right.
It's a right.
It's not a privilege. A leader shouldn't make it as if it's a privilege. It's never a privilege. It's a right. So if that right is being given to everybody, I think that we will reciprocate with the education given to us.
Okay, so all right, so Kebula, you run a foundation.
Yeah.
So how do you intend to bring value using the foundation now for meeting nation building?
All right. First of all, the Okebono Foundation is focused on just few things. One is health awareness, which helps every society in Nigeria. And secondly is empowering youths and empowering women. And thirdly is education. And fourthly is sustainable development in various communities. There's a saying, and I would say in quote, every hood is the same. Every community is the same. The only thing that sometimes changes communities and changes hood are economy, civilization. And these things don't just come by themselves. It is we as individuals that bring about these changes. So with the help of Okebono Foundation, by the grace of God, we are here to do what's necessary for our people. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to thank you so much, gentlemen.
Oh, so I have just one more.
Yeah,
So because I know we've talked about education. What about skills? You know, what role do you think vocational training and skill development play or can play in preparing youth for national or nation building?
Yeah, that's where the empowerments come in. The empowerment can be anything. It can be skills, acquisition. It can be empower them to do anything. It can be mobilization. It can be training of any kind. So that's where the empowerment is being focused on. It's not necessarily food or money. It goes beyond that.
I must give it to our governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborori, when he talked about vocational education in Delta State. I think he has done incredibly well in ensuring that our education system and education curriculum in Delta State today have translated to skill development. We are doing a lot in that regard, but it's also important, as they used to say, that Oliver will ask for more. We're also saying to His Excellency the Governor to also, strengthen that vocational system and ensure that the grassroots, I call it rural Africa. Rural Africa, yeah. The rural Africa should be carried along in every policy of government, in the more agenda. We should be more involved, we should be more passionate about rural Africa. So those people in the villages should be carried along in vocational education.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. You've spoken so well. Just these few moments that we had. Okay, I do hope we'll have another opportunity before you go back to the United Kingdom. All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be speaking with Mr. Samuel Okebono, public commentator and businessman, and also a politician. Thank you so much, Samuel.
A young politician,
young
I must
politician, as well of the Center for Sustainable Development, and also Usher Israel, media head by the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Delta State chapter.
We're taking over.
Yes, we're taking over. Okay, we'll drop it at this point, and when we come back, we'll be speaking to yet another component of Morning Rise this morning. Still with us.
Sheriff's administration is committed to delivering impactful governance that will improve the lives of Deltans. Take a look at the inauguration of the Boji Boji Owa Mixed Modern Market, which was inaugurated some days ago.
The newly inaugurated Boji Boji Owa Mixed Modern Market, which includes a modern abattoir, is crucial towards improving economic activities and also stimulating innovation.
Governor Sheriff.
And because Governor Sheriff is dedicated to providing sustainable infrastructures, he has also encouraged that the facilities be given timely maintenance.
Governor Sheriff, always concerned about the well-being of Deltans.
I even hear say in line with the more agenda, opportunities for all. Say Governor Sheriff, he don't call for the redesign of academic curricula to equip graduates with the technical skills necessary for them to become job and wealth creators.
And no surprise, just some days ago, the Delta State Ministry of Science and Technology inaugurated the More ICT Year program at the Delta State Innovation Hub at Asaba. This program is a government-backed initiative aimed at equipping youths with essential digital skills.
For this Delta State, more agenda will reach all of us.
Opportunities for all.
Yes, sir.
Brought to you by Delta State Ministry of Information.
Alpha Delta people, in less than 22 months, Governor Borowori don show say im promise not be plenty talk with the full basket, not be cho with im more agenda, meaningful development, opportunity for all, realistic reforms, and enhanced peace and security. Progress don burst out everywhere. Im don upgrade over 500 roads, initiate over 300 new ones, and build plenty bridges wey dey connect our communities.
Every day when I dey preach here, my spirit dey jump, I'm already high because this preach never tell me. This sheriff talk well. Dinozanga is the high. Sheriff, yes.
For education, over 3,000 teachers and support staff don join, and schools don dey get better shine.
I really want to say the government have done a good job providing us with these new buildings because we lack lecture or we are grateful to the government.
For the health sector, 1 billion naira, you dey hear wetin I dey talk? 1 billion naira don burst out our health insurance. Hospitals don dey get better modern equipment and new health colleges don open. Every day, changes dey happen for Delta State. For agriculture, 1 billion naira intervention fund dey help our farmers to produce better food. Make we not begin to dey talk about empowerment sef wey dey sup for the state. Sheriff don touch over 250,000 lives for the state.
Our administration is fully committed to what government expected to do for its people, which is to empower them to overcome the challenges of life, enable them to achieve their full means of happiness.
Everybody no go lack for his life, his generation no go lack. As he remember me, remember my daughter, okay, make God remember her. He go come again, we go see follow am again.
Our hard-working civil servants also dey enjoy support, and for our security agencies local, they don get 66 security vehicles when our governor don say make he enter the road, make he protect people for the street.
Thank you for the support that you have been giving to the police command and other security agencies in the state.
Ukodo just dey go round every sector to make sure say everywhere malash. Make una know say this one na proof say Governor Borowori dey talk the talk, he dey do the work, and na man wey dey win award sef up and down.
We are giving you this award as the most all-inclusive governor of the year 2025.
Dis na sign say im dey bring hope and progress for every corner for Delta State. Make we join hands celebrate our leader wey truly dey make Delta State dey shine. The work never finish o, we go continue to dey do more.
Roger, welcome back, and in case you're just joining us, it's this edition of the program on Friday. Yesterday was a beehive activity, carnival-like event in Delta State, and it was a shutdown. And so, on our next component of our discussion, the Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency on Media and award-winning Senior Special Assistant was also there, and he's going to be giving us an update of all that transpired. Ambassador S.A. Joshua Imadife, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Delta State of Media, and the DG of an ongoing sensitization tour of the More Agenda tag, connecting with vulnerable Deltas through traditional and modern media channels. Ambassador, welcome to our studio one more time.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Ambassador.
And we did say, as a result of the relationship between yourself and this management, through your connect from the general manager down, that would always, allow you to come and speak to us. And so that was why when we spotted you yesterday at the event, to tell that, yes, let's have your pulse, let's read your pulse. The governor said it was not a defection, but rather a movement. Like you said, there's a word you used, migration. Migration. That's how I wanted it to actually be. So it is from the renewed hope to the more agenda. What's your take?
Well, firstly, it is not it is renewed hope for the more agenda. Yeah. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Was a blessed day for Deltas. Like I always tell people, what happened yesterday is not only going to benefit His Excellency the Governor of Delta State, it's going to benefit the entire state. Now, if you were there yesterday, you saw the population of people that came. People entered boats, as in they came through the riverine side, to attend yesterday's event. Why? Because you see that word when people say, "Where shall you go?" I go. Some of them don't even know the reasons behind this defection or whatever. They don't know. Most of them just love the fact that we have a governor who is so hardworking, who is doing his best, and so if he's doing his best to advance Delta State, anywhere it goes, we go. But the truth of the matter is that yesterday was an opportunity for people to hear firsthand from the former governor, talking about Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, and the governor himself. Few reasons why they had to move. And most of them were like, wow, so these are the reasons. Even before the reasons, I already support the move. But now that we've been told the reasons, we're kudos. We'll pray for success and all that. And that's what I always tell anybody. For someone like Sheriff Iborori, who has decided to move from the People's Democratic Party to APC, not as if he's afraid of anything. It's not as if it's not working or hiding from something. You can see the development in Delta State. Yesterday, the visitors who came in, talking about the vice president, the PDP, the APC national chairman, they all commended His Excellency. 2 days ago, Festus Keyamo, Minister of Aviation, he said, let me make a confession. Let me make a confession. Your Excellency was talking to Sheriff. the governor of Delta State. He said, Your Excellency, on my way coming from the airport, when we saw the infrastructure development in the state, I told my brother, you sure we will be Sheriff 2027?
Yes.
He said it. He said to them, it's going to be an impossible tax. So you could see that it's not as if he's living because of, personal interest, for the general interest of Deltans.
So I wanted you to mention or highlight some of the key reasons that he gave, because some people were of the opinion that maybe there are internal crises, rocking the party, the PDP, and that's why he defected. Of course, every other person joined him. So I would like you to highlight some of those reasons that he mentioned.
Firstly, I remember the commissioner, the workaholic commissioner for Works, Rural and River and Public Information, Honorable Dr. Charles Diego Anyango, said that when the taste of a palm wine changes, the drinking habit also changes. The PDP at the national, we all know it's not settled. Like the governor said yesterday, that they have every justifiable reason to move. They are not settled. One problem or the other. Power tours over there. And whether I like it or not, when there's problem in the national, it affects the states. And he looked at it for the betterment of the people of Delta State. Why continue to be in a boat where there's constant problems? Why not move? That's not all. He needed unity. He needed to unite everyone in Delta State. Even when they gave him the flag, he said something. There's not, now I am the leader of APC. There is nothing like Agege camp or Festus Kiamu's camp. Everyone will queue.
Queue behind him.
Yes, everyone will queue behind him. Why? Because he's a man who believes that with unity we can do all things. Another reason is this, which the former governor said, the development Delta State is getting, we need more because we are contributing to the national treasury.
Right.
So we need more. And by the time you connect with Abuja, with the federal, trust me, there's going to be more development. That is why we say it is renewed hope for the more agenda.
And some people are also saying that how does the governor justify this move to constituents who voted him into office under the PDP platform?
All right. Now, he also said something yesterday, because I'm referring to yesterday. He said, today, I'm not moving alone. I'm moving with former governors. Every National Assembly member, in Delta State, all ward chairmen, PDP chairman, local government chairman, council chairman, councillors, everybody. And now, before yesterday, they all went. We had a meeting previously. They all went to their wards to tell the people that we are moving and the reasons behind it. And honestly speaking, over 90%, understood the reasons. But definitely, let's be honest. Definitely, many persons who really won't still be comfortable with the idea of moving. Why? Because for me, I wouldn't blame them. Especially when you've been in a party for years, you used to sing one particular word,
Over
PDP,
27 years.
you used to sing a particular and all that. But they must understand the words of Charles Anyango that says that when the taste of the palm wine changes, drinking habits has to change.
Yeah. There's only one thing that is constant in life, and that is change.
Yeah.
I also know that Sheriff said that for 10 years we've been on the opposition.
Yes.
And for us to attract some level of
the former governor actually said that.
yes, that for us to attract development, we need to be on the winning side.
Yes.
Yeah. So are there no possible intentions that it might not be that easy to drive through the process by 2027?
Okay.
Because we know that yes, Delta State is a state that has quite an avalanche of multi-ethnic groups. We can see now is the turn of the central by way of representing government. And by 2027, somebody from South can decide to say, I want to go through party A, X, Y, Z by coalition and see who could wrestle power at the state level. Can you speak to that?
It is, first of all, coalition is allowed. And I just believe that anyone anyone who is reasonable, who really wants the betterment of the state, who really wants Delta State to advance, wouldn't even bother to do that, except for maybe selfish reasons, which we all believe that politics is all about personal interest. Mostly personal interest. Because firstly, if I want to do something for the state, I have to make sure I become the governor or the president. So it has to be personal first. The governor has showcased his intentions for Deltas, through his more agenda, which is meaningful development, which we all say, opportunity for all, realistic reform, enhance peace and security. All these are visible. Now, Sheriff going to the Honorable Sheriff, His Excellency, I love to use that word, His Excellency, going to the other party is a gift to the APC. We're talking about a 3-time best governor, 3 awards in the last 6 months. Back to back. Is an added advantage to the All Progressive Congress. Now listen. Now, with his infrastructure development and all that on ground, a lot of people are convinced. See, these people are not blind. The others are not blind. The others are not stupid. You can't just tell me you want someone else to become governor in 2027 when someone already is doing what they want. And what do people want? Dividends of democracy, advancement, progress, and that is what they have seen already. So if you want to if you want 10 parties to come together and defeat His Excellency 2027 election, that will be very, very difficult, because the people of Delta State are not fools. Like what the governor said, the former governor said yesterday, worry, not the carry that, so we can't lag behind. And there's a reason. And again, there are other personal reasons why the entire structure, because don't forget, that's why they say it's not infection. The entire structure of the PDP moved, migrated. There's a reason. The same people in PDP are now with APC. Plus, the people already in APC. You can imagine that. So it's whether you like there is an advantage. Now we now have other big wigs, who are going to be supporting the more agenda.
So are you saying that there will be no faction again? Because even before the defection, we know that there were factions in the APC.
Well, never say never. If this is politics, never say never. Everyone has a mind of their own. But it is, for the best interest of Delta State, there won't be need for faction. But we all know that politicians have this, most of them, let me not say all, most of them are really greedy, talking about their personal ambition, and then, some are already saying that this new team that's coming to join us, we don't have space for them and all that.
Yes, they're supposed to queue behind them.
But you forget one thing. The APC, like the governor rightly said yesterday, that the APC as a political party has one, they have this style of making the governor the leader of the party. So Sheriff automatically is the leader of APC in Delta State automatically.
What's the wise decision?
Yes. Now, Festus Keyamo also said something at Government House. They said, today, everybody here is loyal to you. I was very happy when I watched that video, because he said sir to His Excellency more than 20 times with so much respect. I was very, very impressed. I was wow. He said, sir, everybody here today you see are the gatekeepers of the APC, and will follow you where you lead. If you say don't go, we won't go. If you say go, we will go. Those were the words of Festus Keyamo. That means that the APC in Delta State are ready and willing to queue behind Governor Sheriff, not because he can't, because he's an award-winning governor. He's a people's general. He's a people's governor. It's a better choice.
Okay, yesterday, some persons, people, I don't know, this is on a lighter note, that when PDP or APC faithfuls depart or defect to the PDP, you see them burning rooms and their flag will be burnt. But that yesterday, they didn't see no umbrella. So what happened? Is it that they are saving it for the rain?
That is why, listen, you see, You see, PDP in Delta State, actually the bond, you know, with the PDP faithfuls is very, very strong. You know, whether I like it or not, yes, we've moved, we've migrated, but there's still that love. Do you understand? It's just happening at you divorced a wife for over 30 years, and then it will take time for you to really get over her, even though you're divorced. Do you understand me? You have to move on, yeah, but it will take time. So it's normal. And besides, we didn't leave the PDP because we hate the PDP. Do you understand me? For obvious reasons, we told you, you know, there's a problem at the national and all that, and we need to move on. So it's not as if it's something. Why would you want to burn the umbrella? You can just dispose of it. Most people who did the burning of the broom and all that, probably they left the APC angrily.
Oh.
You understand? In this case, just migrated. Movement of structure.
You just moved.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything done with disdain.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
back of your mind, and
Yes.
you know, but for proper ease, because we know sometime in Yola many years ago, the whole structure of the PDP was truncated as a result of issues in administrative structures, you know, and the courts actually played them on. So some of the school of thought that in trying to guide against, because the office of the secretary of the party is disgruntled and embattled, and tomorrow the court can just wake up and say, wow, the secretary was not the one who was.
Yeah, you could. That is if you pick it. For instance, now the governor can pick up a nomination form, you know, and all that. And after even winning an election, you can even win the election, and the next they'll tell you that the secretary who gave you an approval and all that then is not the rightful secretary. What then would you do? It's just like, let me give a clear example. You buy a land from me, right? And during the time you bought the land, there was the land was actually, you had a case in court, all right? But you bought that land without knowing. And if after 10 years, my opponent wins me in court, automatically you've lost your land.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you've lost your land. There's nothing you can do. So anyone can lose their office on technical grounds. So one has to be very careful. Because the governor of Delta State is not done with Delta State in terms of, you know, infrastructure development and all that. He wants to do more. He's yearning for more.
And 4 years may not be enough.
But trust me, you can see within 2 years, the governor has done what many other state governors are doing in 8 years. In less than 2 years. So he wants so much. That's why his agenda is all about more. And he knows that for me to do more, I must straighten my house. You know, you must hold your side. What you go say, you must hold your side where first. Because if you don't hold your side, that thing you really want to do genuinely might not even come to pass. A lot of people today criticizing him. Like the governor said, I don't believe in media stunts. I believe in action. I don't believe in words. Now, meaning that now that we have migrated, definitely we will now see more of everything. In fact, you know, as a governor, carrying along your people in Delta State is the one doing it alone. Can be very, very exhausting. But now, we're connected to the federal government.
So more is being connected to the renewed hope.
Exactly.
So we're going to have it.
So it's going to benefit
a lot.
I'm
so excited.
It's going to benefit a lot of Deltans, yes.
Yes, I just want to say it happened.
And one of the beautiful things is this. There are some Deltans who may not have benefited from this administration because of the fact that they were in the opposition in Delta State. But now, that's not going to be the case anymore. We are all one.
We are one. So how long are we going to wait for this to, you know, to come into reality?
Trust me, anything, you see, there's one thing I like about His Excellency. It doesn't waste time. Everything, in fact, everything is, before yesterday, a lot of things are already being discussed, you know, put in place and all. The governor doesn't waste time. It's the only thing we're going to do right now is just to unite, you know, especially those who left the PDP, you know, to the APC then, and now we'll join them. Talking about people like Ned Woko and others.
Yeah.
You know, and again, if you notice, for the fact I was so amazed that His Excellency, the former governor, His Excellency, the present governor, and Agege were in the same stage.
Right. I saw him holding
Very,
a governor's hand.
very interesting.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. Honestly, I felt this goes on, you know, like, wow, so we can really be united. It feels good to be united.
Because
Like,
I'm imagining that they put their forces together.
you understand?
For the betterment.
Yes, for the betterment. Put aside your personal interest
Right.
and put the interest of the state forward. And let's be honest, who would say that the governor of Plateau State doesn't mean it? You can't say that. It may not be perfect. Don't forget, I always say that. The governor of Plateau State is not perfect because God alone is perfect. But with what you're seeing on ground, you cannot say it doesn't mean much of the state.
There's this political adage that says there are no permanent enemies.
A permanent friend. Only permanent interest.
We'd like to thank you so much, award-winning ambassador, institution, Imadipe, senior special assistant to the governor of Delta State for Media, and the DG of the ongoing sensitization tour of the more agenda tab connecting with vulnerable Deltans through traditional and modern media channels. That is going to be another discourse for another day.
Okay.
You will come and tell us how you're going through that processes.
I would love that.
Yeah, so thank you so much, the production crew.
Yes, thank you so much. I mean, I didn't want this conversation to end. I just want to hear, oh, tomorrow Delta State is going to Abuja to go and do this one. That petrol price, the pump price has reduced for Deltans.
Hello.
Yes, just because of this defection. That's the
But
kind of
but
news.
this defection is going to, this migration is going to influence most of the states.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm praying for, and that's it. That's my wish, and I hope that it comes true. Today is also World Wish Day, so make a wish today for Delta State, that Delta State will be good, and also enjoy more going forward. My name is Ife Osita Olonwa. Let's do this again next week Tuesday. Bye for now.
And so on behalf of the production crew, today's been a warm day for wishes. If wishes were assist.
That's all right.
My name is Obamentano. God bless Delta State. God bless you.